And at the end, you are asking me that is there some mantra which somebody can chant?
Yes.
Yes. So now, disclaimer: you can chant this mantra always. Okay. It does not depend on your ascendant, sun, moon, or anything. Just forget your horoscope because, anyways, you are perfect, right? Only you should.
Oh, that was the best one.
Yeah, so we have no problems inside, only problem in our horoscope. Okay? So you can take this as let's take this as a remedy for our bad, not so good horoscopes. Okay.
Or as an excuse. As an excuse.
Yes. One mantra we can always do, that is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. This is especially for the moon, which is the most important planet. Okay. And this gives the mind freedom from all anxieties. Okay. Now you need to do this 108 times, but if moon is badly placed, it is afflicted or in the 8th house or in debility or with malefics, or if you feel that your emotions are not under your control, or moon is not only emotions, moon is the way you feel about life in general. Yes, because I always say sun is the kingdom. How big is your kingdom? How much resources do you have? And moon is how do you feel about those resources? Yes, you have 10 bungalows, but do you want another one because you think those bungalows are not giving you happiness, and you think that the next bungalow will give you happiness? When then your moon is damaged, you see. If you feel so, again, as I said, there is no problem with your moon. Your mind is perfect. The only problem is in the horoscope, moon will be better. Okay. So if you feel that in your chart moon is not well placed somewhere, in Navamsha, Dashamsha, or any other chart, because the problem is coming from there, right? Not from inside of you. So then you need to do this mantra more, and you can do this 4 rounds every day. This will do great changes in your life. Okay. In your horoscope, I don't know if the placement of moon changes within 1 year. Maybe it changes, maybe it doesn't. But I can ensure you, your mental peace will come. And apart from that, you can also do this mantra, Om Namo Narayanaya. This is specifically for the 8th house. Okay.
8th house. Okay.
8th house primarily has Shani as the Karak. Okay. There is no other Karak. Because for 6th house, there is Mars and Saturn both.
Saturn. Yeah.
And 8th house and 12th house, Shani Maharaj is alone. He has the key to both the houses. Okay. So this mantra is for the 8th house and the 12th house, and these two houses denote all our weaknesses. Okay. Because we have committed some sin because of some weakness, and that repercussion we are facing now as a bad karma. Okay. So
or as a prarabdha karma.
Yes, correct. So just by stopping or changing that karma, it will not, which we anyways cannot. Yes, it will not solve the problem. Because suppose we are married, suppose, and then many times people ask me, oh, I am married, but my relationship with my wife is not good, and there is another lady who is interested in me, kind of, so what should I do? Should I stay with this lady or should I go with that lady? Because I am more interested in that lady. Okay. And I tell them, no, that's nonsense. You can't do that. Yes, because by that you are ruining your Venus, because Venus is the Karak for the 7th house. 7th house is the contract that I will stay with you lifelong. That's what the contract is. Okay. Yeah. So people think that, okay, by changing my partner, that's what was the ethos of the Vedic scriptures in India. Yes, arranged marriage, love marriage, controversy. People, sometimes one of my friend, he asked me that, oh, the Indian system is so stupid. He's also an Indian, but he said, Indian system is so worse. It's like, go and marry, arrange marriage. Somebody will pop up from somewhere and you will get married. Okay. How does it work? I said, well, it works on the principle of karma. Yes. The amount of happiness that you are destined to get from that girl is fixed.
Yeah, see, people should hear what he just said. It's very important.
The amount of happiness and distress.
Yes. Absolutely.
We are destined to get from any partner or mother, father, anybody is destined.
So you were bang on.
That is already there in the account. and that we cannot change, we can't do anything. That is why you will see all the categories. You will see happy arranged marriages, you will see arranged marriage couples fighting, then you will see so-called love marriage couples, love at first sight, divorce at first sight, as I said. Or you will see couples who have had love marriages and they are staying very happily. Okay. So the thing is, ultimately it doesn't matter, about the externals, and that is what is the greatest lesson of the Vedic scriptures, that your externals cannot affect you unless you are damaged inside.
Beautiful.
Only if you are, because your vibe attracts your tribe. Many times people tell me that the kind of people I meet and I go into relationships always disappoint me at the end. Why does it happen like that? Well, then I ask them a question: how did you get into a relationship with that person? Yes, because when we are having some issues inside, then we also get attracted, or other person of that category also gets attracted to us, and then we start staying together, or we get into a relationship, and then what happens? You scratch my back, I scratch your back. When the scratching is finished, then, oh, I don't know you, who you were. So
Right.
that's the issue, you see. So when we change ourselves inside, then we will be better equipped to deal with situations externally. And that is where the word mantra comes in. Okay. And these two mantras anybody can chant. And there
Sir,
is
can you
another.
repeat the eighth for the eighth house one? Can you repeat
Om
that one
Namo
more time?
Om Namo Narayanaya.
Om Namo Narayana. Okay.
Yeah. So this also you can chant in the morning 108 times. Every day you can chant. And I had the great fortune to meet Pandit Sanjay Raji last year.
I was about to say that because in one of his videos, I think these are the two mantras, or three or four mantras he mentioned.
No, there is
So,
another mantra which he mentioned, which I will
okay,
now.
okay, okay.
Yeah, and that mantra is very important. That this, see, the first mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, is for your. It is especially for the mind. Okay, because Vasudev Krishna, he is the Karak for moon. He is the avatar for moon. Okay, and Narayan is linked very strongly to Saturn. Okay, so that is why this mantra is for Saturn. And Om Namo Narayana will cleanse you from all your impurities. If somebody cannot sleep in the night, that means the garbage is in a very active state in the mind. So the mind cannot stop itself, because there's a lot of garbage inside. Somebody has difficulty in the morning passing, bowels, cleaning the stomach. Then this is the mantra. Why you have difficulty? Because you are not eating right food, right? You are eating all garbage. That is why you are not able to have a good experience in the morning.
Yeah. And sir, you said that is for the eighth house.
Yeah, eighth house is
Cleansing.
the toilet, right?
Yeah, and beautifully, it also reminded me of, because in the natural zodiac, in the Kalpurush Kundli, Anuradha Nakshatra, those who love nakshatras, suddenly this thing came to my mind. Anuradha Nakshatra falls naturally in the eighth house, and it is ruled by Lord Saturn. And Anuradha Nakshatra, one of the traits for Anuradha Nakshatra is plumbing. And so we were just talking about the cleaning part. So beautifully how this is working out.
Yes. So that is very important. And 12th house is all our debts. Okay.
Right.
8th house is our weakness, and 6th house is our anarthas. Okay.
Okay.
So now the last mantra, it deals with the 6th house. Okay.
Sixth house.
So the 6th house is what basically 6th house, because all the issues in this world, not in our life, in our horoscope, it comes from the Dusthanas, right? 6, 8, and 12. Now nowadays many YouTubers and astrologers have made these into very powerful houses. Oh, 8th house is transformation. You'll be transformed. You will be transformed. This, that. Oh my God. 12th house, you will be, you will think about cosmos. You will think this. You will think that. Oh my God. Oh.
Dreamland.
Yeah, so according to some astrologers, there is no dusthana, there's nothing challenging, it's not challenge, it's weakness basically. Okay, so the other extreme is like some astrologers in India. Oh my God, your 8th house is active, you will die now. Do this mantra, do this, or you will die.
Yeah.
That is the other extreme. But we need to understand that our weaknesses are there in these three houses, okay?
Three houses.
And sixth house, as we know, there are 9 planets and there are 3 Sattvic planets. This is Jupiter, Sun, and Moon. And the remaining are the 6, which are either Rajasic or Tamasic.
Tamasic,
All the weaknesses come from these 6 planets. Okay. So like Mercury, Venus is Rajas. Then we have Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Mars. These are Tamasic. Ketu at a spiritual level is Sattvic, of course, but at a materialistic sense, it's Tamasic.
Tamasic.
So there are 6 anarthas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Matsarya. These 6 anarthas, they also come from these 6 planets. Okay. So a planet in the 6th house can give you a hint how to pull that person down. Okay, that could be the weakness, or wherever the 6th lord is, or who is the 6th lord. Okay, and especially planets like Jupiter, Sun, and Moon, they are considered to be very good in the 6th house. Again, good does not mean that they will not give you issues, but they will make you better equipped to deal with those challenges. Okay,
right.
So when I had the great fortune of meeting Pandit Sanjay Raji last year, that time we were just discussing, and we were both discussing on different kind of mantras and other remedies. So he had also given some other mantras that I could chant, and he also spoke about this mantra, which is chanted in the Gaudiya Sampradaya. Okay, and it is known as the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Okay. So the mantra is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is the mantra. So in fact, he had explained me how Hare is one, then Ram is one, then Krishna is one. Okay. So Hare represents Jupiter. Okay. Then Ram represents the sun. Then Krishna represents the moon. So when we chant this mantra 108 times every day, then we are investing these 3 planets in the 6th house. Or other than saying investing, I could say that we are empowering these 3 planets to deal with any anartha which is coming from the 6th house. Because if we don't have anarthas, we don't have weaknesses, you see. Like, why do we cheat people? Because of greed, right? Why we commit adultery? Why extramarital affair? Venus, sexuality, uncontrolled sexuality, rampant. Oh, I'm not happy with one, I want more, you see. Maybe I get some happiness, that illusory happiness which we are searching. So this mantra is very powerful. And especially if people have a lot of problems with bad habits, like for example, many times people tell me, they are into drinking or smoking or eating meat, or they are into watching pornography or excessive masturbation. They are not able to preserve their semen. Then this is the mantra which you should chant for 8 rounds every day. Okay. If you chant this
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yes.
Okay.
If you chant this mantra 8 rounds every day, then 8 is again Saturn, numerology.
Yeah.
Okay. And gradually, beginning you can start with 4 rounds, and that will take you around 40-45 minutes in the beginning. And gradually every round will take you 7.5 minutes. So like that you can chant 8 rounds, that will be 1 hour. Okay. And if you this is for like bad habits especially. Okay. And if you have if you have difficulty becoming happy in life, sometimes people have this issue, everything is fine in my life, there's no problem, but still I don't know why I'm not happy. So for them, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is recommended.
And that is connected with our 4th house.
Yes, moon.
Yeah.
Because moon is the way you feel about life. That is why difficult moon, the person doesn't feel worth living in this world. And that is why they can sometimes try to end their lives.
And for the 8th house, you have mentioned Om Namo Narayana.
8th house is all the garbage. If you have these problems, bad thoughts all the time, trying
negativity,
to harm somebody, kill somebody, garbage. 8th house is the garbage. 8th house is the graveyard. Okay. If you feel that I am in a graveyard all the time, nothing is there with me, I am so miserable. Well, it's very difficult to distinguish these 3 areas. So what I suggest people is they can start with these 3 mantras.
Okay.
At least one round if they can start, because many people have these three issues. For example, many people have difficulty feeling happy in life, even if things are fine. So they think that, oh, this problem is there. If this is sorted, I will be happy. But
Right.
it doesn't happen. That problem is resolved, then there's another problem. They feel, oh, now that, then again you go into a cycle. So for them, the fourth house is very important. Okay, and as a generic remedy, you can also do Om Namo Narayana as I suggested. So that will, Om Namo Narayana is very beautiful. What it does is, it will make your system very clean. Okay, then you will only harbor good thoughts in your mind.
See how important the mantras are.
Yeah. Then what will happen? You will, because if your thoughts are good, you will eat the right kinds of food. Okay, right doesn't mean perfect, but it is said, that you will be able to know what to eat, when to eat, and what not to eat. Okay. And now the last thing, if you are chanting these three mantras continuously, at least for 1 hour every day, if you are chanting, then I will tell you, in chemistry there is something called as litmus test.
Okay.
How to know if something is acid or base, the color will change. I forgot what exactly it was. I studied 15 years back maybe, but that's what was litmus test. So what is the litmus test? Now that $1,000,000 question, does mantras work? Okay, now the litmus test of if the mantra, because see, it is a very scientific process. There is a rule and there is an effect. If it is not there, it is useless, right? You can't just go on saying, oh, I am doing mantras, my only problem is there's no result, but I am going on doing it. Then why are you doing? Stop it. So it's not like that. Mantras are not very abstract, and sometimes people think, oh, I am doing mantras, it will need me million years, it will need me million lifetimes. It's not like that. So the litmus test of if your mantras are working, or the other way around, the litmus test that you are doing it properly. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the mantras will always work. It has worked for everybody who I know. So it has to work for you. So if it is not working, it means you are not doing it properly. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the test? The test is that you will harbor good thoughts. Okay. You will become, the fourth house will be clear. You will become happier irrespective of life situations. Okay. Now it doesn't mean that within 1 month, you will become a Superman. Anyways, people are beating me and I'm just chill with it. It's not like that. Okay. But your ability to be happy, satisfied, and content will increase multifold times. Okay. Your needs will reduce. Your desire, your unnecessary materialistic desires, they will go down. Okay. You will know when how much is more actually, and when how much is less. Okay. So many times people will ask, oh, I want to take this thing, I want to purchase this. Is it because of my necessity or my luxury? Yes. Now when you are doing these three mantras, you will exactly know. There will be like a red alarm signal, pom, pom, pom. It will start giving you alarm. No, this is too much. You don't need this. This is not your need. This is your want. Needs and wants. Okay. So needs is fine. Whatever you need, that the mantra will tell you that, okay, your intelligence will tell you, yes, you should take this. And wants means wants are unlimited. Rahu 11th house, Aquarius, unlimited desires. Then your intelligence will give you warning. No, this is too much. This you don't need. Okay. And the third thing is 6th house. All your bad habits will go away. Just these three mantras, and you can radically change your life. And I have had more than 500 to 700 people who have done these mantras, and their lives have changed completely. I mean, their horoscopes are still the same. Which means the karma has not changed, you see.
Yeah.
But then suppose now somebody's 8th house becomes active. No, not 8th house, 12th house. And suppose somebody, loses half of his money. Before that, if he was not doing mantras, then what will happen? Oh my God, I lost half of my money. क्या होगा मेरा, पैसा कहाँ से आएगा? And now you are like, anyways, just chill.
Yeah.
I mean, you will not be just chilling like that. You will feel pain. You will feel that there is injustice done to you, but you will be able to handle that shock. Okay. And the biggest thing which will happen is you will start to look for company of good people.
Right.
The end of all this is the 11th house. Everything
Back
will
to the
end in
11th
the 11th
house.
house. If the 11th house is good, everything is good, and not the horoscope 11th house. Okay. Whichever planet is in 11 doesn't matter. Forget it. Forget your chart. Rahu is there, Ketu is there, Jupiter is there. Just forget it. Imagine that you never knew astrology. 11th house means the people who you associate and the people who you take inspiration from. 11th house is not friends. 11th house is those people who you reveal your heart to in privacy, in seclusion, and you listen to them years. Yes.
Yeah.
When you reveal your heart, you tell this happened, that happened. Then that person gives you advice. Oh, now you see, I will tell you, you will listen. You do this like this. So, are you going and asking, searching answers in, Bollywood movies, in debate shows, in TV, in Game of Thrones, in cricket and all these things, or you are going to a spiritual community and you are seeking answers there. And the moment you start doing that, then all these three mantras, they will multiply their effects, 10 times, 100 times. And
Beautiful.
that is the result, that phalena viparichyate, that all the good qualities will manifest in you. People will say you have become a different person, you have become a better person. In fact, in short, you will become everybody's favorite. Because everybody will love to stay with you, because you will have no selfishness. Selfishness, greed, Saturn. No lust. Nobody will fear to roam with you, because you will not. Yes. Uh, Mercury, envy. Everybody loves to be with you because they know you are not jealous. If I tell you that I got a promotion, you'll be very happy. Yes. So everybody, you will be the first person. Everybody calls and tells you, yes, my dear sir, I got a promotion. But now, before telling, they will think 10 times to others. Because they know na, isko bola to isko jalan ho jayega. He will try to downgrade me. He will say, oh, which company that is? Oh, okay, I heard they fired some employees last year. Have you seen those people? The moment you say something good, they will try to pull you down.
Yeah.
Anything you say, like one person was there, I was telling him, that my elder brother stays in Pune. And then he said, which part of Pune? I said, in that Bane region. Oh, that's not in Pune. That's in outside of Pune. And then I was like, anyways, the point here is that you will become a better person. And the biggest thing is, you will start inquiring for higher truths in life. Athato Brahma Jigyasa, that is the Vedanta Sutra. So we started with Vedanta Sutra and we are ending with the Vedanta Sutra. And you will develop a desire, because in Srimad Bhagavatam, this is the last thing I will tell you. And if you want the summary in short, at a later stage, at an ultimate level, these three things will happen to you. Srimad Bhagavatam says, the first thing is the three symptoms of spiritual advancement. Many times people will ask you, so I am doing mantras or I am doing remedies, how to know it is working? So three symptoms are there, very clear-cut rules, no ambiguity, no doubts, no fanciful language, oh, this will happen, that will happen. No, these three is happening means it is working. If it is not happening, it is not working. So the three things which happens is, it compares a person with eating. Okay. So when somebody is eating food, what happens? If the food is good, he's liking it very much. Okay. So that means you will get taste and interest for doing spiritual activities. Number one. More and more, when you eat a nice gulab jamun, what happens? You feel, give me more, 2, 3, 10. Of course, we cannot eat after 20, 30, but we feel like eating more. Okay. So if you hear about the Ramayana, you will feel, oh, tell me about Bhagavatam also. Tell me about Mahabharata also. I will listen about that also. Why only one? And in fact, this the one who is listening the Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj, he exemplifies this. Because when Sukhdev Goswami tries to, cut short to check Parikshit Maharaj, shortcut. Sukhdev Goswami is very intelligent. He's son of Vyasdev. He's speaking the Bhagavatam. So he tells to Parikshit Maharaj that actually, then Krishna came and this Brahma came and this Kaliya snake came and then this happened. Then Parikshit Maharaj is like, no, wait. I say, no, not like this. No shortcut, no shortcut. Tell me, explain to me in detail. And then Parikshit says that maybe you are thinking that I have not eaten, I have not taken any water, or I did not sleep from 6 days. So maybe you are thinking I am tired, right? But no, I am not tired. I am fully awake. I am always awake to listen to what Krishna did. Okay. So no shortcut. So your taste for performing spiritual activities will increase. Okay. Nobody will tell you. You will do it automatically. Then what happens? When the person is eating, then his stomach goes, he feels satisfied now. I have eaten everything. Chappan Bhog Thali is finished. Then what happens? You feel a deep sense of satisfaction inside, that nothing of this world can disturb you. Suppose you have eaten a full-fledged lunch, and then somebody comes and says, sir, I have some nice samosa for you. Will you eat it? No, because you are full, right? You don't need it. So then any allurement of all these 6 planets, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, anything comes, you will not be disturbed. You will become Samadarshi. You will see everything equally. You will not be disturbed. You will not have any enjoying mentality. And the third symptom, when you have eaten and you are digested, then what happens? You get strength in your body, right? You are ready to break mountains. So what is that strength? That strength is a desire to spread spiritual knowledge. Okay. So that will also happen automatically. Nobody needs to tell you, hey, can you go and speak about Gita? Can you go? Because sometimes people say, "Arey, kahan se shlok nikalu, kahan se padhu? Bahut time lagta hai, bahut mehnat lagta hai." That means they are doing it artificially. So that's the third thing. You eat, you feel satisfied, and then you go and do work. Work means you spread spiritual knowledge yourself. So these 3 are the ultimate results of chanting these 3 mantras. Anybody who has done this, these results will manifest. And luckily I get so many mails where people tell me that, oh, now earlier I used to go with my friends, to the bar, to disco. I used to sleep at 3 a.m. Now the problem is I get up at 3 a.m. And I'm doing mantras, I'm doing this, I'm doing arti, I'm doing so many things. So now paradigm shift. It is like 180-degree turn. So if this is happening, ultimately, the 11th house is improved. Not the ascendant. Nothing ascendant is useless in Kali Yuga. No use. All planets are gone in Kali Yuga. The 11th house only saves you. And you will by default stay in a place where there are spiritually connected people. Okay, then you will go and meet them, then your spiritual life will be very happy. Otherwise you will go and stay in some place, maybe, I don't know, I will not take names because people will be hurt, but maybe you stay in a place where there's a lot of party going on, and then that's how Rahu starts acting. Rahu and Grahan, Rahu will take over you, and then you will stop chanting these mantras. Okay, so that half hen and egg philosophy, should I become spiritual and do mantras, or do mantras and become spiritual? Well, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, don't worry, just start. So every day, one round of these 3 mantras, if you start chanting, then you will see radical transformation in your life. And I gave you scientific method. There's no nonsense, no garbage, no philosophy. Practical thing I told you. This is a result. Like in science, there is experiment, there is inference, yes. So, and there is result and all this. So this is the method. These are the results. Okay. And last question: if you feel that these results are not coming, then maybe you are not doing it properly. Okay.
Yes.
Or maybe your horoscope is not allowing. So maybe you
Beautiful.
have to do some remedies so that your horoscope permits you, your sun will permit you, your moon allows you, your Jupiter will say, my dear person, so and so, I bless you, you can do these remedies. Okay, so it is we who have the power to make these mantras effective and thereby experience radical transformation in your life. These three are radically transformative, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And there are many technicalities which I can go, which I will not go due to the interest of time of explaining how these mantras are linked to the Adi Devatas, Pratyadi Devatas and Avataras and all this. But these are technical details. As you said, if somebody doesn't know astrology, they don't know anything, they're just beginners, then fine. Just do these three mantras.
3 mantras.
And and that's what I tell whoever I do readings. I always anticipate a mail after 6 months.
Right.
Okay, and then they mail me and they say, oh, I have left all eating non-veg and meat and all this. In fact, there was one guy who messaged. This is the last thing I will tell. He told me that he used to smoke very heavily. Okay, he was a very big chain smoker. It was like he was on the verge of death. Okay, and then he did these three mantras, and then what happened? One day, gradually what happened, he completely left this habit, okay, of smoking. But one day was something very interesting happened. His mother came to his room one day, and this is how God gives you indications that now actually transformation has happened. Nature will indicate So he said his mother came and stayed with him for 1 week, and then she left. And the day she left, she called him the next day. She said, actually, I wanted to give some donation to a Ganesh temple. Okay, but I could not due to some reason. So what I have done is, I have opened that drawer which is beside your bed, and in that drawer I have put those 100 rupees. Okay, so if you can please go and donate it to a Ganesh temple any day. Okay.
Right.
And he wrote in a mail, he said that this is the same place, this is the same drawer where I used to put my cigarettes.
Oh,
And
wow.
now God is indicating me that now Ganesh is there. Cigarettes have disappeared now. Okay.
Wow.
His mother could have kept it anywhere, na? So many,
Anyway, yes.
but she kept it there only. Of course, a
Yeah.
skeptic may say, oh, drawers are places to keep things, but we know that's a divine arrangement. And there are so many drawers in his room. Why did his mother keep it there only? Yes, because Paramatma, Lord Vishnu, inside the heart guided. Because Krishna says in the Gita, I am there in everybody's heart. Okay.
Right.
So he guided this lady that no, you put it there. Because when your son will see that money there, he will realize what has happened now. Earlier, this place used to be filled with different kinds of varieties of cigarettes. Okay. E-cigarette, F cigarette, B cigarette, C cigarette, I don't know what cigarettes are. But now it is Ganesh. Is Ganesh or the donation money is there. And this is the same place now he keeps his mala, that beat which he chants, with which he chants, he keeps it there. So every morning when he opens the drawer to take the beads, he realizes, I was this and now I am this. So this is radical transformation. This is what you will experience after you chant these mantras. And if you feel that there is some change, but you need more change, then increase the dose, increase the quality and the quantity. Okay. And many times people have this question that when we are chanting these mantras, do we need to visualize some devata or something? No, nothing is required. Just when you are chanting, just hear it. Hearing is most important because Jupiter is also the ears. The Guru tells you when he gives you Diksha, he will tell you the mantra in the ears. Okay.
Shravana.
Yes. So that you should just hear the mantras. Okay. No visualization, nothing. Sometimes people print the mantra and they will keep it in front of them and then they will recite and they will hear. That is fine. That is known as Tratak chanting. Tratak chanting can be done. Or we can have a picture of Krishna or Ram or whatever, whoever.
There are many ways. Likhit Japa also, even Dr. Pai was telling me one day, Likhit Japa is very powerful as well.
Yeah, and regarding
You
this
need a lot
one,
of dedication.
yeah, I remember the instance. There was one place when I was in Chennai. There was one temple which was there. It's still there. There, they have a program in the morning, in a particular time. And if you are a regular attendee of that program, and if you are in that vicinity and you are not sick or you are not under emergency and you are late for the program, you have to write some mantra for 108 times. That's a punishment.
Okay.
Take a pen and a paper and you have to write. The punishment is so severe that you have to write the month. Suppose the program is at 5 and you reach at 5:02, then also you have to write, and you have to write it during that time in the morning only. So you will feel it more, oh, I could have chanted mantras, but now I have to write mantras. It's like a punishment. Now, of course, writing mantras is also great, but suppose the punishment would be okay, write any time in the day and give it. So then when you are just relaxing, you are like, oh, let me write mantras. No, that's the punishment. You have to write it there on,
There
so
only.
that it
Wow.
pinches you and you will not be late the next time.
Wow. Yeah, see, discipline is very important.
Yes.
Starts with discipline.
Without discipline, there is no success in spirituality.
I think the Lord Saturn is very much active in that temple.
Yes, very much. And yeah, that is all I had to say. So summarizing these three mantras, you can check.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful.
no initiation is required for all these three. No Bij mantra, nothing, no complication. It does not matter what your surname is. You are a Brahmin, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Shudra, you are American, German, British, whoever you are a man, woman, boy. Doesn't matter. Okay? You can chat this, and I don't know about your horoscope, but maybe your life improves. Okay? Horoscope maybe appears in the next life. All your planets will be exalted, like Lord Ram's or Krishna's chart, all exalted planets.
Yeah. Beautiful.
That is it from my side. Any queries, comments, or any?
Yeah, I think there are going to be a lot of comments on your website. There always is. So, but it was a beautiful opportunity for me because, Bhabhajeet, I want to tell the audience as well. Not many channel, I want to tell the viewers, not many channel talk about all these questions, especially in this brief. So I really applaud, I really appreciate your time because I know this is really late for you wherever you are. And I cannot put enough gratitude for your time. So thank you so much because these are the real fundamentals before even you think about astrology or you think about Jyotisha. So these things are very important. Yes, some people might say that we can talk about astrology and nakshatras or whatsoever, the Ashtak Vargas and this and that in some different videos. This topic was very important, and I wanted to bring these topic because not many people talk about that. So, and I think you need, or one need, a lot of devotion and dedication to explain this subject. It's not an easy one-line statement you can make when anyone is asking on a prarabdha karma or on a free will. And I think you have done a very good justice, as you always do. So, but again, I cannot thank you, Bhabhajeet, for your time and effort. And see, this is the humility or the humbleness of a noble soul, because even though he knows, I know that I only have handful of subscriber, and it's not about the subscribership, it's about giving your 100%, even if you have 10 people around you. So even if one person execute what he just said in the last 2-3 hours, whatever it is, you also get the leverage in your karmas. So do spread out the message, whatever we have captured here. Do spread it out to all the people you know who cares about astrology, and even if they don't care about astrology, what the free will is, how much free will we have, what are prarabdha karmas, what are sanchit karmas. Again, I'm saying repeatedly, not many people go in depth like Babaji went. So I thank you, Babaji ji. I cannot thank you enough. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for coming to my channel. It is a very big opportunity. It's a big honor, and it's a pleasure always. It's a pleasure.
You also so much for inviting me and thinking that at least, of course, I'm not qualified, but whatever I have heard from my gurus and so many other spiritual people that I met in the last 10 years or 15 years. So whatever I had heard from them, this was just a humble attempt to share some of these.
Beautiful, beautiful. And see, people who want, see, again, let me tell the audience one more thing. Not many people know. Those who know Babaji ji, they already know that he also do readings and consultation, and I will put the link on my channel. You can always visit him on Exotic Astrology. It's on the YouTube. It's very famous, but not many people know he's very good, and he's a kind of an expert, I would say, on Nadi concept. It's not an easy way to do the predictions and everything on the Nadi concept. So if you are interested into the Nadi concept, you should visit his page, his official page, and do book a reading or go to his website. He has one of those channels who's posting things other than astrology. See, that's what my teacher says. Following astrology is good, but there is another level to astrology. Make it as a stepping stone so that you can go to the higher realm. That is the real motive of astrology.
Yes.
Not about predicting all the time. So I will put the link for your channel and for the consultation page. So thank you, Babaji ji, again, and we shall see you again.
Yes, and you also have to come again.
I only know very little about nakshatras, so I can only talk about that. See, that's my problem.
You have talked, you are talking, and you will also talk.
So today I thought I should become a Shravana and hear the beautiful thoughts and wisdom I was getting from your side. So thank you.
Yeah, next time I will be on the other side.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Babaji.
So much, and I hope everything is fine with you. So see you again, okay, very soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you to all the viewers for watching. It's been 3 hours almost, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.